Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by the law offices of Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill. One call does it all. You make the call for legal help, for legal representation, and they make the process simple and straightforward for you. Like so many East Tennesseans, if you have a legal need, call Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill. All right, today on Overtime, we'll be talking just a little bit about the opener, a little bit more about moving the Tennessee opener. So check that out. Follow me on Twitter at SportsSource TV. I'll tell you when that is posted at SportsSource.tv. That's this afternoon. Also want to remind you right now that next Sunday, we will be on at 5 p.m. Once a year, the Indy 500 rolls around, and we get rolled down to 5 o'clock. So it's an afternoon show tomorrow. Set your DVRs, or not tomorrow, but on Sunday. 5 p.m. next Sunday, we're going to be talking about the 10 best players on UT's football team this year, the most important newcomer on the team. Who aren't we sold on that everybody else is? Interesting show next week as we go through Tennessee's roster and we continue to throw coal into the engine of the hype train. Okay, now, Tennessee baseball team put it together for back-to-back ninth-inning wins against Georgia. They're going in as the 12th seed. They'll play LSU on Tuesday in Hoover at the SEC tournament. We said last week, we asked is Dave Hart going to keep Dave Serrano? You said that, yeah, just go ahead and keep him. I said, well, you got to see some progress. Here's the progress. For years, you didn't make the SEC tournament. You've now squeaked in 3 years in a row. To me, if I'm looking to keep the guy, and if I were Dave Hart, I would be, that's the progress I can point to. I give him more time to grow it personally. I think he's done enough, but do you guys think in reality he's done enough to save his job at this point? You think he needs to win more in Hoover? Very quickly.
I think he has to win more. It's great that they got in, but they also got into the SEC tournament 9-21 in the SEC, and the goals widened as well. It used to be 8 out of 12. Got in, now it's 12 of 14. Tennessee wanted him to do enough. Why wouldn't you? He's great for Tennessee. I don't think he's done it.
And I think you basically backed in. I mean, it's not like you went out there and you really took control.
Won 2 games in the ninth.
Well,
but yeah, you had to have Vandy beat Auburn.
Yes. But I would say, I mean, on the grand scheme of things, I would say just give him one more year.
I'd say give him a 3-year
incentive laden.
Thank you. Incentive laden contract, and that way, and with him well knowing that next year you have to show even more progress or you're done. But give him something. I think he's good for the program as well, and I don't think there's a savior out there that's obvious.
See, that's just it. As we've discussed before, who are you going to get that's better? And this is a position. You spilled blood unnecessarily on this Lady Vols fiasco. That was an unnecessary blood spilling. You didn't need to make that error. So don't go spill more blood over a sport that really isn't going to. If you're Dave Hart, baseball can wobble on, and it's not going to hurt you in the bottom line. That's all football and money, and then you're looking at bad mistakes. Lady Vols thing, bad mistake. Don't go get your butt in a sling over a baseball coach. That's my view. So, no, nobody's aiming for, 9-21. But at the same time, you can do the Mike Krzyzewski, Johnny Majors thing and say, you know what, we're going to give this guy more time, and then it works out for you. Just my take. We'll see what happens this week with Dave Hart, Dave Serrano. As I said, next week we will see you at 5 o'clock right back here. As we go, see you next week, but also take a look at the graphic you're about to see. Go help 3 VFLs. It's a fun deal. Check it out. See you next week.
The Sports Source is brought to you by Fast Frame with Heather Whiteside art now available.